Tom, you start, buddy.
Okay. Yeah, my name is Chuck Henry, call sign Slick. Got that a long time ago. I'll tell you about that story later, maybe. I got into Tomcats, or started getting interested in Tomcats, believe it or not, in 1970. I went to my Avrock summer in Pensacola, Florida, and they made us all go into the auditorium and watch a movie of the new airplane that was coming out. That was 1970, that was the Tomcat. So Grumman came out and did a great big show, and I sat in the audience and I went, wow, there's just no chance I'm ever going to get that airplane, so maybe I'll just go fly F4s. So in the Avrock program, you go back to school to college. And so I went back to college and finished up my senior year, and I kind of was not really serious about school, so I kind of fooled around a little bit and didn't know what I really wanted to do. And the Navy finally called me and said, if you don't show back up for your, commissioning, then we're just going to cancel you out of the program, and that's going to be the end of it. So I said, well, I think I better go into the Navy. So I had a job with the police department in San Francisco at the time, and I had to make a decision whether to go in the Navy and fly jets or go to the police department. So there was an easy decision for me. So in January of '72, I packed my bags and went off to Pensacola, Florida. '72 was about the year the Tomcat started flying and was introduced to the fleet. So I'm going through my training, and I go to Meridian, Mississippi for my basic and jet training. And a buddy of mine says, hey, there's an F-14 on the ramp. And I'm going, no kidding. So we go out and we take a picture of the nose of the airplane with both of our hands on it. And I'm going, one day we're going to fly this airplane. And I never thought again. I thought maybe I'll get F4s if I'm lucky. So we went in and took the picture, and I got out my scrapbook, and I'm really pumped up and jazzed. So I get all the way through the training. It's 1973. I'm getting my wings. The wing comes on. The detailer comes out and says, well, guess what? What happened in 72, 73? Vietnam War ended. So all the pilots got throttled back, and they said, well, you have a choice. We'll send you back to train in the training command, or we'll send you to an air station somewhere. So I wanted to fly, so I said, well, I'm going to shoot. This is going to be tough, so I better take the training command. And my instructor at the time was a great guy. And he came up to me and he said, what do you want to do? I said, well, I want to fly fighters. I'd like to fly the Tomcat, but I doubt I'll get into that. And he said, if you want to fly fighters, you got to go to two places. Don't stay here in Meridian. Go to Oceana or go to Miramar. And they were delivering airplanes to VF-1 and 2, and those were the first two squadrons, and all that was ramping up. So I ended up going to call the detailer and said, I'd like to go to Miramar. And he goes, why do you want to go to Miramar? And I go, well, they got fighters, and I'm a California boy, so that'd be the best choice for me. And he said, you sure you want to do this? Because you may not fly. And I said, that's what I want to do. So they sent me to Miramar. I got out to Miramar, checked into the air station. They started checking me out in the S2 COD and the T-28, and I went, I think I made the wrong choice. But I worked for a great guy named Commander John Rademacher, who was a former Blue Angel, flew F-11s for the Blues. And he took a liking to me and said, you know what? He said, you need to go over and see my buddy Muggs over at Top Gun. And I went, Muggs, okay, I'll go over to Top Gun. When do I need to do that? He said, this afternoon. So I go over to Top Gun, and I meet Muggs McEwen, who was a lieutenant commander at the time, 2 MiG kills, and I walk into the brand new squadron. He was the first actual CO, commissioned squadron in Top Gun, and I walked into his office. Jack Inch is his XO. They come in and look at me as an ensign and said, what do you want to do? And I says, well, I want to fly fighters. And they went, well, you stay in here for a while. So I stayed in Top Gun for 2 years, flew the F-5, the T-38, and the A-4, and from there got to go to VF-121. Went to 121, went all the way through the F-4 RAG, replacement air group, the squadron, and when I got to the end of it, they said, well, guess what? You're not going to go to the boat in F-4s. And I said, why not? And they go, at that time, which was 1975, the Marines jumped out of the F-14 program. So they had a whole bunch of slots open, so they took 4 of us and put us in 124 in the Tomcats. So long story short, I started off in 1970 with a wish to fly a Tomcat that wasn't even flying. To 1972, 73, where I'm seeing a Tomcat, to 1975, where I'm finally in the Tomcat squadron. So I had spent 2 years flying the Top Gun, 1 year flying the F4, and all of a sudden I'm back flying the Tomcat. And it was a heck of a ride, a heck of a journey. And I was a pretty lucky guy at that time, because I think I'm the only ensign that ever went to Top Gun for 2 years and got to fly all 3 of the airplanes there for the whole time I was there. So I couldn't instruct. I was brand new, but I got to fly with the best in the fleet, and it was a whole bunch of fun. But it made me a better pilot when I got in the Tomcat. So flying all those different airplanes and doing all that was Terrific.
And see the entire film, now streaming on Amazon and Tubi TV. Or order the DVD online on our website, speedangelsproductions.com. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and comment below so as not to miss new upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.